you get to decide. I've had a few blissful days with my boyfriend, and he drove back to London today, and I've brought myself out for my video. I've had a few days off, and you know, it's interesting. You get to decide how you live your life, and I just decided that I was going to have a few days off from the regular routine so that I could really be present with my man. It was really, really lovely. We did loads of great sightseeing and ate delicious food and had lovely romantic time in the evening, just chatting and drinking tea, lying on the sofa. It was lovely. It was really, really lovely. But whenever I'm with my boyfriend, I make a lot of really important realizations, and one of them, and it won't come as a surprise, frankly, because I believe we all have the tendency towards control freakery. I've been an incredible control freak in my time, and believe me, I am not saying it's easy to interrupt and intercept those moments where you feel like you're getting out of control and things aren't exactly the way that you want them to be. And I had one brief moment of really losing my shit and just sort of feeling disappointed with myself. I got rather emotional. But none of us are perfect. You know, we all have our moments of devolving back into conditioned behaviour, and I have to say that a lot of my control freakery is learned by many years of being around people who constantly seemed to be entitled to behave in whatever they want. But if I did something, and it's the importance of being around the right people, which my boyfriend and I really do have an affinity with each other. I often felt that all of my friends and, you know, close acquaintances could behave in whatever way they wanted. But if I stepped slightly out of line and, well, basically disagreed with them, that it just was verboten. It wasn't allowed. And what I realise now is that all of those friendships were testament to the way that I was thinking, what I was familiar with in my earlier life. But the beautiful thing as an adult is you do get to decide how you react in these moments, and you get to come up with the solutions of how you can pattern interrupt your way out of what are stressful, traumatic situations. And also, this is a simple sounding thing, but can be a really powerful question to ask yourself, is what's the result of a certain kind of behavior? And often, from what I can observe in people choose the drama. People choose to have the flights of fancy and the overreactions, the overcomplications to certain scenarios. But the lovely thing, and I'm smiling because I feel so lifted and light and bright when I've been with my boyfriend. And he stayed for several days, and it was so nice to have the company of somebody who's been through all of this himself and done a huge amount of work on himself, and he's incredibly impressive. And this is the same person that I've mentioned in my previous videos, and we have an unshakable bond, and I believe it's because we both want the best for each other. But you know where that starts? It starts with wanting the best for yourself, to live your life in the best possible way. And I honestly believe that a real surefire way of getting there is, well, when I behave like this, I get this result. And when I behave like that, I get that result. Which, let's face it, we often behave in ways that's destructive towards ourselves. And I don't see how you can live a good life by choosing things, or your ego choosing things that, boom, go away, get off my camera, go away, of choosing things that are damaging to us, allowing the ego to decide those things. So you can have freedom, you can have peacefulness in your life, and you can have productivity, all the good things, but you have to shed your ego. And most people find that very, very difficult, because it comes down to this age-old distinction that I keep talking about. You can be right to the exclusion of all else, even happiness and joy, or you can be happy and you can make decisions based on this premise: what really matters, what's important. And I believe that human connection and joy and being in the flow of life is far more important than letting yourself giving in to temporary impulses that harm you and damage you because you want to exert power over other people. Choose the peaceful choice. Choose the free-flowing, free and happy decisions that are immediately available to you.